It's MLB Mondays for the Patreon. Every Monday, we talk MLB and Blue Jays stuff, but we expand beyond the Blue Jays and we talk baseball at large. Here's the topics for today. Alek Manoah made his rehab start in Dunedin yesterday. Is he Ricky Romero 2.0? This is what we all want to know. We're going to look at Alek Manoah's performance from Dunedin. We're going to take a look at the MLB power rankings. The A's moving to Sacramento? For 3 years at least, that seems to be the case. Shohei Ohtani, more drama there. City Connect jerseys starting to be unveiled. We saw the Phillies unveil and wear those over the weekend. We do have a few more teams, including the Jays. Jays on May 30th with the unveil for our Blue Jays City Connect jerseys. Then we got an interesting little interaction with an umpire and Jake Pavetta of the Red Sox. So some fun stuff to get into there. Let's start with Alek Manoah. Is he Ricky Romero 2.0? Looking at his stat line from a single A Dunedin rehab start yesterday. It was ugly. He walked the first 4 batters he faced. Left the game after 1 2/3 innings. Gave up 7 runs, 6 of which were earned. 5 hits, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts, and a home run. In the first inning, he threw 29 pitches, only 9 for strikes. 19 balls, 9 strikes. He ended the game a little bit better. 58 pitches total, 26 of which were strikes. So 32 balls, 26 strikes. That's just not going to cut it. From this Keegan Matheson tweet here, it says, a lot of deliveries that didn't look the same. That's not what you want to hear. Here's the quote after the game. I don't care about the numbers, Manoah said. I felt really good. Everything was coming out really good. I feel like we were around the zone for the most part. But I think the biggest thing is the body felt good. Velo was good. Pitches had movement. So just got to continue to feel good and continue to attack. His next start isn't scheduled. We don't know exactly when it'll be. I think there was hopes that he would have gone a little deeper into this game. I mean, roughly 60 pitches. There was talks earlier in the week of him making his next start in AAA. I don't think that's going to happen. That being said, last year when he was sent down to Dunedin, it was kind of the same thing. Made one start in Dunedin, and correct me if I'm wrong, didn't we just call him right up? I feel like he pitched in Dunedin, did not do well, and then the next week he was pitching for the Blue Jays. So, I don't know. I'm really worried about Alek Manoah. I texted that stat line to my brother, and he says, is Alek Manoah Ricky Romero 2.0? Maybe if you're new to baseball, new to being a Blue Jays fan, you know Ricky Romero as a guest analyst on Sportsnet from time to time. Similar career trajectory so far between the two. Ricky Romero pitched for the Blue Jays 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013. In 2011, he was an all-star, finished 10th in Cy Young votes. He had an ERA of 2.92, a whip of 1.138. Very good numbers, 225 innings. The next season, His ERA ballooned up to 5.77. His whip went up to 1.674. And then the following season, he pitched just 7 innings, 11 ERA, a whip of 2.59, and then was out of baseball. Alek Manoah right now, coming off of All-Star, 3rd in Cy Young votes, 17th in MVP votes, an ERA of 2.25, a whip of 0.992. Then last season, it ballooned up to 5.87. A whip of 1.74. This is eerily similar. That's tough to ignore. And now, not in the big leagues, we'll see, can he recapture the magic? Or is this just what he is? I don't know. I'm not saying he's a bust. I'm not saying there's no bright days ahead for Alek Manoah. Clearly, he's got the talent. He did it 2 years ago. He's got the skill set, but can he refine it? Ricky Romero wasn't the first. This happens. This is what happens in sports. It's weird. I can't explain it. But Alek Manoah, he is concerning. My concern is through the roof with Alek Manoah right now. Let me know if I'm alone in this feeling. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say about Alek Manoah. Ricky Romero 2.0. Could be. All right, let's take a quick look ahead at the Blue Jays schedule this week. We've got our home opener today. Mariners come to town. Barrios on the bump versus Luis Castillo of the Mariners. Then we got Bassett, who's really struggled out of the gate. And on day 3, we've got Barrios, who bounced back really nicely against the Yankees. Pitched, I think, 6 shutout innings. So you'll take that. And then on game 3, that was game 3. Game 4 of this week, we've got the Rockies in town. Gary Gossman on the bump. We got Bowden Francis Bowden, and Jose Barrios to wind things up on Sunday. We started the year 4-6. I think we wanted a 5-5 record, and then after that series start against the Rays, tying that, getting no hit against the Astros, I think we all kind of recalibrated and went, you know what? These are 3 tough teams. If we end this 10-game road stand against 3 really good teams, and we're 4-6, that's probably good. Like, tough to win on the road in general. I think Buck said it yesterday on the broadcast. If you start a season 4-6, you stress out. You look at the numbers. Statistically, everybody's struggling. But if this was just a 10-game stretch in July, you don't really bat an eye. You go, all right, they went 4-6 on a road trip. That's all right. So let's try and keep that in mind. Could be worse. Mariners 4-6 as well. Rockies 2-8. So Mariners are a good team. They're underperforming. I think at the end of this 6-game stand at home, 4-2 is what we should be looking for. I think 3-3 is going to be a bit disappointing. 3-3 against good teams at home, I think you'll take. But with the Rockies in the mix and the Mariners kind of stumbling out of the gate as well, this is an opportunity for us to kind of make things right before New York comes in next Monday. So, yeah, that's where things are at. MLB Power Rankings, let's take a quick look at those before we get into the rest of MLB Mondays. Dodgers, number 1. Braves, number 2. Yankees, up to 3 now. Where do the Blue Jays fit? Blue Jays Behind the Orioles sitting at 5. Blue Jays all the way down at 14. Last place in the AL East, still higher in the power rankings than the Red Sox and the Rays, though. So, what do we got from a description here on MLB.com? The Blue Jays currently have the misfortune of being last in the AL East. More worrisome, they were outscored by the Astros, a team with its own problems right now, 19-2 last week, and no hit in one of those games. Yeah. Well, let's read the description of the Red Sox, who are 16th in the power rankings. If there's a team that should have been shooting up these power rankings the way the Guardians and Tigers did, maybe it should have been the Red Sox. Do you realize the Red Sox have a 1.49 team ERA right now? Their starting pitching has been excellent, but it's their bullpen that's been blowing people away. The entire bullpen has only given up 6 runs so far. 6 runs for the Red Sox bullpen in 10 games. Yeah, you'll take that. If you're a Red Sox fan, you'll take that. Rays, Tampa Bay Rays clawed their way back to 500 thanks to the regress of the Colorado Rockies this weekend, but there are signs of worry. They have a 5.24 team ERA right now, including the 4th most walks per game in the sport. Definitely not something you'd expect to see from the Rays staff. So there's where we're at with the MLB power rankings as far as the AL East is concerned. What was the description on the Orioles? Orioles, an early warning sign for the Orioles' vaunted young offense. They are currently ranked 29th in on-base percentage, ahead of only the White Sox. It's in large part of the young infielders off to slow starts. Jordan Westburg and Gunnar Henderson are combined 13 for 65 so far. Just out of curiosity, let's check and see how Jackson Holliday is doing down in AAA. Oh, look, he's got a 490 on-base percentage down there. How about that? Yeah, this Orioles team is going to be just fine. They have a lot of depth in the minors, so it's only going to get better for them. I do expect Jackson Holliday to make his MLB debut later this year. Yeah, Orioles, unfortunately, really good. Okay, we'll leave it at that for the YouTube side of things. We're also going to deeper dive the MLB power rankings for the rest of Patreon. We're going to talk the A's temporarily in Sacramento next year, what that means for the status of everything, how that's shaken out. Some more Shohei Ohtani drama. The Phillies City Connect jerseys. All the jerseys coming out for City Connect teams this year. We got the Mets, April 26th, the Rays, the Tigers, the Guardians, and the Cardinals, as well as the Twins and the Blue Jays. Beyond that, the LA Dodgers going to be the first team with 2 City Connect jerseys as they get their City Connect jerseys this year. That leaves the Yankees and the Athletics as the only teams without City Connect jerseys by the end of the year. So there you go. We're going to talk that, and then we'll get to that fun little interaction between Jake Pavetta and the umpire over the weekend. So thanks for tuning in on YouTube. Patreon.com/The Walk Off Podcast. $4 a month gets you all these fun stuff. Pre-show for everything. MLB Mondays, you get the full hour-long episode every Monday. And then other bonus content. So lots of fun going on. Appreciate it if you can support the channel that way. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day. Go Jays, go. Don't look at the sun. Cheers.